Hey, glad to see you could make it today. It's a very important day today because we are going to be discussing the rules and regulations pertaining to the game of 8-ball. In this short video, we're going to discover some of the basic frameworks to get you, as a player, started. So just sit back, relax, and enjoy. The rack. First, we will begin the game by racking the balls. The 15 object balls are racked as tightly as possible in a triangle. The one ball is placed atop the triangle, while one from each group of 7 will be on the lower 2 corners of the triangle. The other balls are placed in the triangle without purposeful or intentional pattern. After those balls are placed, the 8 ball is taken and placed directly in the center of the triangle. During the break, the cue ball must be placed on the opposite side of the table from the rack. The ball is placed in the kitchen, which is the area behind the 2 dots. Line up your shot to what is comfortable for you. Keep your elbow vertical and your pool stick steady. Take your shot. If during your shot the cue ball is pocketed, your turn is lost and the cue ball is placed back into the kitchen, and the other player takes their turn. Color choice. Before groups are determined, the table is said to be open, and before each shot, the player must call his intended ball. If the shooter legally pockets his called ball, the corresponding group becomes his, and his opponent is assigned the other group. However, if he fails to legally pocket his called ball, the table remains open and play passes to the other player. When the table is open, any object ball may be struck first, except the 8 ball. Rules on pocketing balls. During play, a shooter must call his or her shot to continue shooting for their balls. During the shot, a player must not strike an opposing ball before making contact with their own. If the shooter does this, his turn is lost and play resumes for the other player. Also, a player may not use an opposing ball to sink their own. If the player does this, they lose their turn once again. During play, the 8 ball is not neutral and cannot be struck first. If you sink your ball with the 8 ball, you lose your turn and other player resumes play. If a player sinks the 8 ball during the game is then over and must be restarted. Rules for the 8 ball. For the 8 ball, a player must sink the 8 ball last, after all solids or stripes have been made. During this time, the player must call their shot before they take it. During this video, we have just covered the basic rules and regulations involving the game of 8-ball. We covered racking, the first shot, color choice, common misconceptions and fouls, and rules on the 8-ball, and how to ultimately win the game. Now, you can go out and apply these concepts to your next game. So enjoy.